We hold these truths to be self-evident.
I want you to just take a look, okay? You don't have to agree, but I want you to look in my eyes. I guarantee you, we're going to end fossil fuel, and I am not going to cooperate.
He gets up and he says, we're not fracking. We're not fracking. He was fracking for 6 months. He was fracking. He was raising his very thin hand, and he was fracking. And now all of a sudden he's not fracking. Well, tell the Pennsylvania people that you're going, it's ridiculous. He said he's not fracking. That's all he said. And then all of a sudden he goes to a fracking mode. And how about her? She committed her life to it. And all of a sudden she's a fracker. She's a big fracker. They're going to stop fracking the minute they get into office. They're lying to everybody. They're lying about so many different things.
Say that again. I am not banning fracking, no matter how many times Donald Trump lies about me.
Like, what about, say, stopping fracking and stopping new pipe?
I am not banning fracking, no matter how many times Donald Trump lies about me.
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking.
I am not banning fracking, no matter how many times Donald Trump lies about me. No more, no new fracking, no matter how many times Donald Trump lies about me.
We are going to get rid of fossil fuels.
No matter how many times Donald Trump lies about me.
Hi. Would there be any place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking, in a Biden administration?
No, we would work it out. We would make sure it's eliminated.
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. So, yeah, and starting with what we can do on day one around public lands, right? And then there has to be legislation. But yes, and this is something I've taken on in California. I have a history of working on this issue. And to your point, we have to just acknowledge that the residual impact of fracking is enormous in terms of the impact on the health and safety of communities. Yeah, so thank you.
All men and women created by
this is a movement, I'm telling you. They're not going to stop, and they should not.
These people are tearing up our lives.
Third straight night, Portland police declared a riot.
The vast majority of the protest has been peaceful.
Over the weekend, 59 officers injured and 47 people arrested.
New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio announcing a proposal to cut $1 billion from the New York City Police Department.
We need to completely dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department.
Won't be safe in Joe Biden's America.
All men and women created by you know the thing. You know the thing.
And welcome to the Patriot Hour for Thursday morning, October 8th, 2020. The time is 08:44. Did you catch the last night VP debates? Wow. The left will lie at all cost, it seems, no matter what is on the evidence, what is on the tape, what can be played back for everybody who takes the time to see. These aren't even that old. They used to be years apart. Now it's just weeks and months apart. Again, I am Michael. Make sure you are subscribed here at the Patriot Hour. We appreciate all of the support. We've been heavily shadow banned since the very beginning and completely 100% demonetized since the very beginning of the COVID in April. So we rely on all of you to help share these videos. Get over to the website, thepatriothour.com, which is up on the screen right now. And please help support. All the links are down below. We got the P.O Box, the PayPal, and everything else.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing. Yeah.
And good morning, Patriots. So we know, I reported on it the last few days, President Trump demands total declassification of all Russiagate documents without redactions. Trump is getting very serious. But in light of that, and we know that's coming, we know that he tweeted, I have fully authorized a total declassification of any and all documents pertaining to Russia and Hillary's emails. But the Obama administration, and what is likely the biggest scandal in American history, can't believe these con men are not yet prosecuted. So we're waiting on that. But the bigger thing is Obama knew. Yes, we knew this. Now it's coming into the public for all to see. Bombshell: new evidence implicates former president in Russia collusion hoax to depose duly elected Trump. So over here at DC Dirty Laundry, airing out America's dirty laundry. Never has a case such of obvious sedition been ignored by so many people who ought to be concerned about it. Ranking federal law enforcement officials, the media, and members of Congress. But because it happened to President Donald Trump, the traditional order of society and the application of our laws don't apply, apparently. For years, since the Russia collusion investigation was clearly revealed to be every bit the witch hunt and grand hoax that President Trump said it was, many a wise political sage speculated that there was no way the FBI and U.S. intelligence agencies could have mounted a counterintelligence operation against a political rival for the Oval Office without the current occupant knowing about it, which was Obama. And it turns out they were right. So Big League Politics notes Director of National Intelligence John Ratcliffe declassified intelligence on Tuesday, indicating that Obama administration knew the Russia collusion story was a campaign operation by the Hillary Clinton team, but pursued the investigation anyway despite its obvious dubious nature. They ignored that it was coming from Hillary. They actually blocked that from the FISA courts. The Ratcliffe letter indicates that former President Barack Obama was briefed by a former CIA director, none other than John Brennan, a man that went around for 3 years talking on the alleged approval by Hillary Clinton on July 26, 2016 of a proposal from one of her foreign policy advisors to verify Donald Trump by stirring up a scandal, claiming interference by Russian security services. Did you catch that, by the way? Yes, the name Hillary Clinton was mentioned, and in the context that she was the one who devised the Russia collusion hoax to begin with. So hard to believe, isn't it? This is literally Democrats doing what they have regularly accused the president of doing, which goes beyond simple projection and dishonesty. Naturally, Democrats are claiming what they always do, that Russia is all behind it. The Russian disinformation, Rachel Cohen, the spokeswoman for the Senate Intelligence Committee Vice Chairman Mark Warner, Democrat out of Virginia, said in a tweet, she believed the so-called Russian disinformation was laundered by the Director of National Intelligence and the Chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee. This is extraordinary. So basically, the statement is coming from Warner himself, who is ranking member, as in essentially the co-chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee. So we're supposed to believe her. Got it? That said, Ratcliffe, a former federal prosecutor who, until Trump selected him to become DNI earlier this year, was a U.S. congressman from Texas, anticipated the Democratic pushback in this letter. To be clear, this is not Russian disinformation and has not been assessed as such by the intelligence community. I'll be briefing Congress on the sensitive sources and the methods by which it was obtained in the coming days, he wrote. Ranking members of the Senate are taking the information seriously, mostly because they know it's true. This latest information provided by DNI Ratcliffe shows there may have been a double standard by the FBI regarding allegations against the Clinton campaign and Russia. Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Lindsey Graham, Republican out of South Carolina, said, frankly, this is sedition 101. A sitting president conspired with his former Secretary of State and a major party presidential contender, as well as his top intelligence and federal law enforcers, to plot a coup against a president, which was Trump. Got Jack Prasay back here, verified account. Breaking, according to handwritten notes, Brennan briefed Obama on Hillary's approval for proposal to attack Trump in 2016 by tying him to Putin. So we got this letter right here, which was released on Tuesday. It would rise to the level of treason if we were formally at war with another nation. which makes this a great time to push Congress to reassert its power to declare war instead of delegate it out to the president who ordered troops into war zones at their whim, seemingly. Then again, we were at war in Afghanistan and Syria, to name just a few places. We had the war on terror since right after 9/11. These actions should never go unpunished, but alas, we're betting they probably will, because Queen Hillary and King Obama are too high up there on the food chain to warrant the kind of legal actions reserved only for underlings and Republican presidents named Donald Trump in our two-tiered system of justice. Okay, so the sources for that was Big League Politics, Natural News. This is a great little article. Again, keep all this in mind as we move into the next few days. Tomorrow is Friday. Expect some bombshells, perhaps. We will be here like we have been for the last almost 3 years, reporting day in and day out, getting you guys the facts that we can bring. Again, read everything you can. Believe none of it until you can verify. Do your own research, okay? Watch everyone you want. Look at everything you can. Read everything you want. Believe none of it till you can verify. I am Michael. This is the Patriot Hour. God bless. Godspeed to each and every one of you. And where we go one, we go all.
Is to be able to see human life in the same way as you see all other life. And to do that